All right, so today we have a clip here of a prominent right winger known as Jason Whitlock talking at I don't even know what it is, some type of right wing event where he says that women they really shouldn't have the right to vote. That's not exactly what he says, but that's what he says. Here is Jason Whitlock, who works for Blaze, I believe, saying that women, fuck them.
And so they have recreated this history that, oh God, it was all just sexism, and we didn't have the right to vote until Susan B. Anthony and the women's suffrage movement. And I will defend.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the women didn't have the right to vote till the 1960s. Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking sexist because it is. I mean, only men run the country, and then they decide, oh, well, you know what? Only men get to vote. That totally isn't sexist at all. Totally not sexist, okay? Totally not sexist at all. It's totally fine.
Life before suffrage. Because a vote used to represent the family.
What? What did you say? A vote used to represent the family? Do you guys know that if you really listen to these right-wingers and break down what they say, they literally say nothing that makes any sense? Nothing they say makes any sense. A vote used to... So, wait. So let me get this straight. Jason Whitlock's argument for why women shouldn't have the right to vote is because before it represented the family, doesn't a vote represent the family more when you allow the man and the woman the right to vote? Am I wrong about that? Does that not make sense? He says a vote used to represent the family. I feel like votes more so represent a family now because women have the right to vote. And I have some pretty strong opinions, I guess, apparently, for a progressive on voting rights. I feel like if you live in this country, you have the right to vote. I'm gonna say this, and some people might disagree with me on it, but I think that undocumented immigrants should have the right to vote. If you're in this country, you have a right to vote. I mean, obviously, you have to be of age and stuff, but you have the right to vote if you are in this country. You have the right to vote. It's a right. It's not a privilege. It's a right. We live in a democracy. Or some people might say democratic republic, technically, I guess, by definition. But you have the right to vote if you're in the country. End of story. End of story. If you want to deny someone's right to vote, you're anti-freedom, you're anti-democracy, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
When we were a culture that really valued family and really understood the natural order that God intended.
This is this is why we can't have people that align themselves with religion in politics. God. We just can't. We cannot have people that align themselves with religion in politics because they are fucking crazy. Your right to vote has nothing to do with God. Nothing. It has nothing to do with religion. Your right to vote as a person in the United States of America has nothing to do with God. I can't take this seriously. I just can't. The natural order. What the fuck are you talking about, natural order? You sound so off the wall crazy. This sounds like a cult. The natural order. What the fuck is natural order? What is that? The natural order, according to you, is not allowing women the right to vote based on God? What? Like, what?
Man serving God, woman following man who serves God.
Dude, the first fucking story in the Bible is Adam and fucking Eve, and Eve eats the fruit from the forbidden tree, and then Adam follows her. So in reality, if we're going to go based on the Bible, because that's what these clowns want to do, we should be letting the women run the shit because Adam followed her, you fucking idiot. Do you even know what happened in the Bible? Jesus Christ. He wants to talk about God and he doesn't know shit about God or what the fucking Bible says. Women follow man. No, motherfucker. Actually, fucking Adam followed Eve and ate that fruit. She did it first. Are we going to talk about that? No, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other dumb shit.
Man and woman developing and nurturing children.
What does this have to do with voting? These people are clapping. What are you clapping for? What the fuck are you clapping for unless you're just trying to interrupt him? What are you clapping for?
You only needed one vote per household.
Ah! You only needed one vote per household. Really? Only one vote per household. Really? I'm curious. How old is Jason Whitlock? I don't know how old he is, and I want to know if he was alive in the 1960s. Jason Whitlock was born. He was actually born in 1967. So what I'm hearing is Jason Whitlock wasn't old enough to vote in the 1960s. So why the fuck is he talking about it like he was there? Why is he talking about it like he was there? You only needed one vote back then. Really, Jason? Really? That's really fucking crazy coming from someone who didn't have was not of age to vote until much, much later, way past the 1960s.
That vote was about the entire family, as they have destroyed our family structure.
Who is they? They, the Democrats? Who? Who is they? You guys destroy yourselves when you do this dumb shit. That's what Republicans do. They destroy themselves from the inside out because that's just how fucking dumb they are. Don't get mad that y'all fucking fumbled. I don't understand how anyone can fucking be against. This is not the only person at the Blaze that thinks that that women shouldn't have the right to vote. There's some white guy at the Blaze that thinks the same exact shit. And he said it very recently on his show. He was like, yeah, women should have the right to vote. That's not exactly what he said. It might have been, actually. I don't even know. I know he said it, though. How are you... If this is what gets Republicans to, follow you and like you, then I'm just going to always think Republicans are just fucking completely... batshit crazy. They are, but I won't even be able to get past that level of humanity or civility or whatever, which I don't think civility is important. I won't be able to engage at all on any level, in any way, shape, or form with someone who agrees with anything that is being said right here.
And made this all an individual pursuit.
Yeah, that's called being a person. Yeah. It's called being a human being, Jason. It's called having a soul, Jason, which is something clearly you don't have anymore. He says they made it an individual pursuit, but then he supports the Republicans who don't care about the working class. He supports the Republicans that don't care about our democracy, that don't care about the safety of your children. And he's talking about an individual pursuit and how that's a bad thing. Look at your own party, bro. Look at what your own fucking party stands on and does. And then say that shit to me again. A hypocrite. Fucking a soulless fucking shill. What a fucking... what an empty fucking person. That's how I feel about him. I honestly feel like this guy cares so much more about money that he doesn't care what the fuck he says. I don't know if... I see Jason Whitlock interact with Benjamin Dixon, who I think is great, on Twitter a lot. That's kind of where I found out about Jason Whitlock, was Benjamin Dixon interacting with him on Twitter. I don't know if he believes this stuff or not. I don't know. I can't look into someone's mind. I can't read anyone's minds. But regardless whether he does or not, I don't know how people like this can sleep at night, guys. I don't know how they can sleep at night knowing the damage that they're causing.
Now everybody has to have a vote.
Yeah, it's called a democracy, and if you don't like that, you can get the fuck out. Literally, leave the fucking country. If you don't like that people have the right to vote in this country, you can go to another country where they limit people's rights to vote, okay? You can go to another country where they have faux elections. Go live in Russia, motherfucker. Go. Get over there. We don't want you here anyway. If you disagree with anybody having the right to vote in this country, leave. Leave. Get the fuck out. Literally leave America. And please don't come back. Please stay away. Please. Pretty please.
And everybody has an agenda.
I guess you should give up. I guess, according to Jason Whitlock's fucking logic, then he should give up his right to vote, right? Right? Should we only allow white men to vote? Is that what we should? Because there was a time where black people weren't allowed to vote. So you're okay with that because you're a man, but when it's women, that's the problem. Make this make sense for me. I mean, make it make sense. I feel like I can't just boil it down to just sexism and misogyny because I mean that is what it is. But I feel like what else is going on here that's making you say this absolutely dumb shit?
That a lot of times has nothing to do with family.
Not everyone wants to have a family, you asshole. Did you ever think about that? Are you so intolerant of other people that you can't think that maybe not everyone wants to be like you fucking weirdo? Not everyone wants to fucking have a family. I have a older brother who says he never wants to have kids and he never wants to get married. More power to him, okay? If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do, okay? It's just like, the family. Shut the fuck up. Not everyone wants to have a family. Not everyone is capable of raising kids, you fucking dick. You disgusting, horrible, intolerant piece of trash. And then you want to talk about God. You fucking call yourself a fucking believer. Fucking start acting like it, motherfucker. And I don't believe in God or anything like that, like, at all. But I mean, there's a lot of fucked up shit in the Bible, but I feel like this guy's never read the Bible before. Ever in his life.
The risks and the sacrifices that men made for the advancement of this country and for the benefit of all of us.
So, his argument is that we used to not let women have any power, and women still are in a spot where they get paid less than men at their jobs. There's still a lot of different things that are going on in this country that, I mean, misogyny is everywhere in this country, okay? And then you have people like Jason Whitlock saying, well, it's men that have done it. Yeah, well, guess what? All of those men that have done it, they've gotten us into some really bad fucking spots, okay? If it's all men, then why are we at the point where we're at right now in America? If it's all men, right? If it's all the men that do all this shit, if it's only men that know what they're doing, then why the fuck are we more divided than we have been in a long fucking time in this country? It's men, right? Why did a man who is part of your party, Jason Whitlock, try to overthrow our democracy and also stole classified documents and then lied about it and then got his house searched and even fucking blew the whistle on his own house being searched? No one would have known about it if he didn't say anything. That was a man, right? And you like that? That's good, according to Jason Whitlock. Right? I mean, I don't know where it ends with these guys. I really don't. I don't know where it ends with these guys. I don't know how anybody can just bear to be around a Republican for more than, I don't know, fucking like 29 like milliseconds. They're just so insufferable. They're so horrible. They're just what do Republicans like other than Trump's cock and balls and guns? Is that the only two or three, I guess technically, things that Republicans like? Is sucking Trump off and fucking guns? Because they don't want women they don't want women to vote. They're against women voting. They're against abortion. They're against woke corporations, whatever that means. They boycott alcohol, even Bud Light. If you're a Republican, if you are a Republican, to be a Republican, you literally cannot have fun. You can have no fun. You have to hate everything, especially women. Especially women. You have to be a misogynist to be a Republican. It's just it's a box you have to check to be a Republican. Have to. I don't know how anyone could be a Republican. I don't know. I don't know how anyone can sit there and listen to that and say, oh yeah, I agree with that. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And guys, please let me know what you thought of Jason Whitlock saying that, you know what, it was better when women weren't able to vote. And I will see you guys in the next one.